This week, we're back at the carriage house, and this one's a bit of a battle. The walls are collapsing and the sill beams are rotted. And the loft, well, it's been a squirrel condo for who knows how long. We'll be using house jacks to lift and support the structure, cleaning out the loft, and maybe uncovering a few forgotten pieces of the past along the way.
Still standing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's nothing there.
It's waving at me.
There's nothing there.
It's magic. Yeah, what's holding it on?
These ginormous nails over here.
Freaking what, a square nail and that's it?
Are you recording this?
Yes. Just so if when you die, we know how you died.
Yeah, thank goodness. That's what somebody does.
Half your underwear is hanging out of your pants, so that's not very cute. Do you not have buttons on those?
Nope. I'm losing weight.
Are you?
I saw that!
Huh?
There's a guy in a red car driving slow. That's hilarious.
It's never been that high. Even 2000 and what was that? 8 when everything crashed. Just be careful.
Yeah, 2008.
Yeah, it took
at least
to.
it doesn't have flip flops.
It took to 2000 because
There's a trash
his
bag
road.
behind
My
him,
flip
though.
flops are broken. Seriously bad.
So I do the thing with the flip flops when I'm off a freaking table saw and flip flops. I mean, if I trip, oh man.
I'm being chased by chickens. Can we tell going up? So much fake flowers all over the ground out here from. Put some clothes on. I can't believe how much has gone up. How much has it gone up? I said, how much do you think you've raised it?
This is jacking up everything else to the loose.
Yeah. The creaking noises.
Oh yeah.
No. The siding's almost getting straight. I can't believe it's fallen that much. whole side was not even touching anything. Yeah, this side was probably the worst looking side. This house is like I've been sinking for 70 years. Oof. Noises. Chicken, don't go in there. Oh, that was a loud groan. The What do you think, chicken? Yeah, that's crazy. Great beard, come here! Don't climb under that. That's scary. Oh my goodness, come here. Get out of there. So, we've been working on the carriage house. I haven't actually, but my husband has. It's gone up about 2 feet in height. And there's this tree that kind of knocked. There was an old wooden foundation just sitting on the ground. They had, what do you call it? The limestone. So there's a bunch of it's a mess out here. These rocks. And so, like these rocks here. So the foundation was sitting on top of that, but this tree, I think, kind of pushed it off. There's another tree on the other side, and it pushed it off too. But, I mean, from 200 years, the wood is rotten, and it was, like, chiseled out for these beams to go inside of. But, yep, so we just lifted it all up because it was about to fall into the earth. These doors, I think, were the only thing holding it upright. We couldn't even open the doors up when we were looking at the house originally. These doors got taken off and put back on just because we needed something to fill the holes so we didn't have creepers coming in at night. So, and then this post, it was in the dirt down here. And I think this was the only thing holding the front of the carriage house upright. And they had like a beam going across, sitting on top of that up here. And the doors and that beam are holding it up. But, I mean, it looks a lot better. Still has a lot of stuff from the last owner. She had a lot of junk. This is my stove and my bathtub. And then they had these stairs going up to the loft. But someone decided they were going to cut the, I don't know, the little beams that were holding it up off. So now it's kind of, since we were raising it up a bunch, it's kind of separating. And then there's this weird lean-to over here I'll show you. And then this goes into the breezeway on the servant side. And so the servant side of the house is in the worst shape. I'll show you. So this is that strange lean-to over here. It's pretty much away from the carriage house. There's a big gap here because all this is rotten here. So we need to fill that in before winter with something. This tree is on the house. As you can see, all the trees that they have are on the house. There's a bunch over here. It's a bunch of weeds. I don't have a mower or a weed hacker or anything. So something needs to be on the to-do list. But yeah, so you can see that the building has gone upright a little bit. Let me stand back a little bit of the ways here. So this building looks a lot better. It's kind of sagging in the middle there. All the siding, I'll have to post some photos. The siding was kind of, it was just kind of, you could tell it was sagging in the middle. This front was leaning this way, so it looked like it was going to fall on you if you stood over here on this side. It's quite frightening. It's very bright out here, I can't see. But you can see the separation in the window up there. And everybody wanted to tear this off. She had a to-do list I found when we moved in here from 2012, and it said fix the carriage house. Ow, bugs are biting me. But she never did. And I don't know, this part of the house, the paint was failing, and we couldn't get insurance on the building on the first place that we went to because of the trees next to the building. It's this carriage house, and then the missing paint. I still need to come back over here and paint over here. The season got cold last year, and you can see how thin it is. And these are just some aluminum shutters, which I have no idea why they're hanging on the house. There were some hanging on the front of the house too. Maybe it was decorative. I'll show you the loft and then that breezeway. And another cool thing was on the other side, there's a servant door that went into the breezeway, because this whole part of the house right here is the servant room. So that was where their room upstairs. There was a balcony here at one point. This was the butler's pantry. And then what it was, oh, and that's the stairs, the staircase for the servants. So this part of the house was in the worst shape. But there's a door on this side, and because we've been relieving the stress on this building because it was leaning this way, the door is finally opening up in the breezeway there. So I'd like to utilize that one day, so when the kids get home from school, they could come in to the door on that side and take off their shoes and stuff, so they're not tracking in mud through my kitchen, because it's pretty gross, and you know how kids are. So that'd be nice. It's pretty gross now though. I'll show you. So this was the breezeway. You can see how disgusting this is. It was separating from the main part of the house. This is a fridge that came in our kitchen. It's very small. It's pretty gross. I keep saying gross because everything is gross in this house. And you can see that these doors were green. So I painted my doors green. I think the house was talking to me before I moved here. And I don't know what's on this door in here. There's a light, but she has shelving on it, like the old light switch. Still works. Yeah, so she had, I don't know what she put here, but she was hanging up shelves, and this has still got a bunch of her junk on here from when we moved in. Nothing cool. And then there's an old tree. I don't know if it rotted or what, but they would never cut any trees down. And the squirrels have been climbing in this part of the house. As you can see, I can see daylight when I'm on the roof here, and it's pretty rotten up there. Yeah, so they've been crawling underneath the house. You can see the daylight coming in from right here. But this is going up to the loft in the carriage house. Old rim lock, missing the knob on that side. These stairs, like I said, leaning. The little joists that they had up here, they cut them for some reason. I guess to give them more room in their shed or in their garage to stack more crap. See it separating. But it's pretty neat. The loft's actually really tall. And I think there's some windows in here to my house. And you can see that the squirrels have been using it for their walnuts, the old baskets. I don't even know what's in here. I haven't really ventured in here too much because I just get grossed out. But I think there's some windows over here I need to go through. So this whole thing was leaking. I think it's just because it was leaning, so the water was running in weird. But so I just kind of I didn't want to walk in here either because, you know, the whole thing was literally falling. And so even the people that were helping clean the house, they said, don't go in the carriage house because it's leaning. But I'm trying not to use those stairs. Oh yeah. But I think there's some old windows up here. I like to go through the loft in there. Something over there. But look at all the walnuts. There's so many walnuts in here. And it gets to be so heavy. That's probably what, the 70s? Some sort of lamps, lights. But I think she, because some people were helping clean the house. I think she hoarded this side of the house. And then once this side of the house got hoarded, she started filling up the rest of the house. There's holes everywhere. Yep, so the shoes, they look like from 1980s, maybe the early 90s. But I don't think they're worth anything because the squirrels have been eating them. Still kind of scared to walk around in here. That's why I haven't really gone up in here. I don't know why there's a hole in there. Looks like it's separating over here. This is to the roof of the servant rooms over here. So this is the breezeway out there. Christmas tree thing. I'm not sure what that was for, some decoration. But I thought this room would be really neat to fix up, and then maybe somebody could like stay in it like an Airbnb and then put a little balcony or something out here. And then you'd have, you know, view to the fields and stuff around. Yep, lots of work. Oh my God, look at the shoes. Maybe I'll do a time lapse of the cleaning it up in here. It's really gross. I'm probably going to have to wear gloves and a mask and ugh. Yep. So that's what I wanted to show you. I think it's really awesome. And I'm happy that we saved it because everybody said just rip down this carriage house. But I mean, even these windows, like you can't find those at Home Depot. I don't think I'd step over there. This part was sketchy. And how many thousands of dollars would it cost to rebuild a carriage house? So you can see it was getting wet in here too. So TLC. Found some, my mask on, found some photos. That's too bad the squirrels ate it. Two little girls and a boy. I wonder if they lived here. Man. Found another photo. It's a little girl holding her stuffed animal or doll. Not sure what kind of car that is. I'm gonna take this off for a second. I can't breathe. Oof. It's hot. Bunch of shoes. Lots of squirrel walnuts and poop. Some old paint cans. I wonder if those are. I wonder how old those are. I'll take a look. All right, time lapse again, and maybe I'll find some more photos. I'm trying to go through here like slowly, so. After a full day of shoveling walnuts and way too much squirrel poop, I actually found old photos buried in the mess. With every bag of trash moved out, it feels like the house gets back a little piece of itself. clothes.
You want that?
Don't people look for those things? Isn't that like a collector thing?
Why don't I change my clothes before I do this then? Because I kind of changed my clothes into clean clothes because I was already freaking covered in shit. I'm gonna go change my clothes then.
Okay. Yeah, people look for those things. Like, I've been looking everywhere for those things.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. Because that's what they do.
Oh. Oh. It's like a ginormous eagle or, oh, you know what? It might be a coat right here. Can I go down right there? Hitting something?
Rafter.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just move closer to the wasps.
Rafter. Yeah, the door.
There we go. Nope. Okay, now let's turn it. Hold on. Bro. So,
What is this?
let's turn to the right. Are we over under turn? Okay. Hold on. Down. Down, up, down, up, right. Ah, there we go. Nope. I guess you're right. We'll probably have to go. Maybe somehow. There's a lot of room over here though.
No.
No clue what this is. We're coming down.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, would you?
So gross. It really comes with fucking squirrel shit.
Mm-hmm. About to rain squirrel shit too. More. Oh, what the hell that is?
What the hell is that?
Furniture. Like the umbrella things you get in the patio. Or coat hanger rack. And the foldy one.
I think it's an old stove.
Could be. There's another piece of molding. No. Please don't be fucking messed with something. You want me to dump this straight into something?
I don't know.
Because otherwise I'm going to dump it straight on the ground. And no promises that something's going to come out.
Ew.
That was one hell of a fucking mess right there.
Ew. Is that a
You grab
rat's
this?
nest?
Huh?
Is that like a rat nest?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's some sort of squirrel nest.
That is weird.
I want it to be well known on the GoPro that I am your shit master.
You can hear you in real time, so.
Oh, good. Everybody knows I do all your dirty work.
You did do my dirty work. I did do all this dirty work in here, though.
Yeah, you did. Although I started it. There's some more squirrels.
I'm sending over here to
This is like canvas or something.
Ew.
There's another thing. Could be a table.
Oh my god, I found a table. Listen,
Oh, it's
evil.
another desk or something.
It's an evil, I think. Ew. That's nasty. It's an art evil, I think. Or
Is
art
it?
desk.
Like pictures.
Yeah, there's a fold-up table over here.
Yeah, this is an ironing board kind of right here.
Alright. You mean an ironing board on the cover?
Ironing board. This is like a wooden one.
Oh, really? Those things are worth money.
I'm sure it is. But don't drop it through the window. Ow, that hurt.
That's cool. This fucking rough.
Yeah, there's a squirrel that lived up here though, shitting on your bathroom. Yay, that thing feels heavy.
Yeah, I saw one fresh walnut in here.
I know, I can smell it. I was like, ooh, something smells fresh. There must be a fresh squirrel living here.
Fresh?
I just destroyed his house.
He's like, how dare you?
You're not gonna be able to call the bitches over now.
What do you got now?
Screen.
Oh my god, are you kidding? Ew. Hey, there's my screen window. That's cool. Thank you for finding
Probably
that.
better not to turn any lights on anyways, because I don't want to see what I'm touching.
Yeah, at least you don't care.
Yeah. This is what I'm here for.
Another huge pile. You thought you cleaned it up?
You just thought you cleaned it up, but at least I'm trying to dump it all in one spot.
Oh wow, see that's what I'm telling you. They had all the screen doors. Because I'm sure like in the summertime the servants came out and put screens on all the windows.
I'm sure they did.
And then that's why we only have a few left.
That is crawling over there, but it can't be moved.
As long as it's not a squirrel.
I hope this thing doesn't like drop pieces of glass.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. And remember, friends, stay dusty. And for the love of all things old, keep the squirrel poop out of your lungs.